the albatross, the bird that can soar and glide better than any animal, any bird on the planet. And it lives in the farthest island away from any other place of any other part of the world, in the middle of the Pacific. And guess what? It's full of plastic, because those mother and father albatrosses are out fishing and they see the shiny objects that usually are some sort of sardine or something like that, and they go down and get it, and then they come back hundreds of miles later and then feed that to their little children, and the children end up dying because they're not filled with food. Many are filled full of plastic, and that's the furthest place from anything in the world. There's no way. It is killing you, undermining you, and it's killing the environment. There are pictures you can find to show this, where there's a dead carcass of an albatross, and then what lives beyond the broken down carcass is what was in its stomach. And it's a handful of plastic. And I don't want to be a bummer, but what I'm wanting to get people to understand over and over again is that you're consuming things that are harmful for you. By the very nature, just like the quote, by the very nature of that product or that consumption or whatever it is that you're doing, your purchase of it is connected to how dangerous it is, not only for you, but to the environment at large. Because inevitably, you grab that water bottle, you drink it, you're being infused full of those chemicals that are harmful to you acutely. You throw it away, it doesn't go away, and it eventually goes back into the ocean or buried in the ground, which is then now broken down into the ground, which is then now going back into the fresh water aquifer example, and now you're turning on your tap and you're drinking that again. That is the crazy loop that we are in every chemical that I've described here. We already have done it several times. There was a study that I highlight in the book of teenage girls that over 96% of teenage girls, and this was a study a few years ago, that had DDT in it, in the blood. We banned it in 1972. That's how insane we are.
Yeah.
Right? We're playing with stuff that we don't have to prove that it's safe. When I say we, the system is not needing to prove. They're not needing to prove that their EMFs are safe, that they're just throwing up and we're some weird experiment. And going back to, well, we're not doing a great job because only 2.7% of us are deemed healthy. So it's just like, man, I just want people to freaking get that there is not an overarching person out there that is looking after you. You have to. And being the agent of change for you and your family and your friends, be that. And lessen the burden so that you can have the understanding and the experience of just, I'm okay, to I'm extraordinary, to I am dialed, to I am excited, to I am the best ever, to I have so much energy I can't help but to give it back to the world, to share the love, to share my joy, to share what I want to contribute to the world. That is not going to happen if we're not healthy, man. You know, that can't happen. And so we need agents of freaking change that listen to this and go, He's right. I didn't know about a lot of this stuff, but he's right. More than ever, dude. You know this. More than ever, we need people to put on our big boy boots and big little girl boots and kick some ass and clean up this world. And that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about people like yourself and about your listeners that are tuning in, that do want change, that do want sovereignty, and it happens in your home. This is your home. This is it. This is the avatar that we get to cruise around in this life and have an extraordinary life, not one that we just kind of, I'm okay. This is just as good as it's gonna be. No way. No way. Not on my watch.